everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Lee and I post every week on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be building a 50s house. To say the least, this is definitely something different than what I normally build, but I'm, sort of excited to see how it turns out. Let's get on with the video. To say the least, 50s houses weren't all that pretty back then, so you can imagine the slight pain I was in while building this. Yeah, that's what they actually looked like. I did find that a lot of these houses were extremely colorful and very box-like, and also had carports, so I just kind of put that all into one. Now, for the color, I was a little bit... I didn't know what to choose because a lot of the houses in there, as I said before, they were very colorful. Lots of oranges and yellows and reds. And I think I saw some blues in there. So it was kind of a mix of everything. So I just kind of went with kind of like a beige sort of color. The gardening, finally. I personally love gardening, and I feel like I can just, change a whole house, even if it's a box. But in this case, you'll have to decide if it did or didn't. Little fun fact in here. I actually used to hate gardening with everything in me, but then it just grew on me and I really started to like it, and I feel like I'm decent at it, so yeah. Yeah, so at this point, I just kept on adding and adding and adding and hoping that it would just look better eventually, but it just wasn't. And so I just kind of let it be and went on into the inside. Okay, so the living rooms on these houses were by far the ugliest living rooms I've ever seen. I mean, do you see that green carpet? I didn't just make that up. That was in the pictures. Almost all of them had green carpet. Almost all of them. And the walls definitely did not match. So, I was just trying real hard to just almost get over with this room because it was very difficult for me. Oh, they don't really have 50s style furniture or anything like that, so I was just kind of having to improvise. And this room, I felt like it turned out okay. I feel like it didn't turn out like horrible, but I felt like it did pretty decent for the task that I gave myself. Now, these bathrooms were just stunning. I love them so much. I think now that all bathrooms should have identical colored plumbing, like green shower, green toilet, green sink. I mean, come on. These bathrooms were definitely the ugliest thing in this house. I know I'm going to be saying ugly a lot, so I apologize in advance, but very ugly. Alright, so these kitchens were bright in their color. Their appliances, their cabinets, it all matched. Very matchy. Very matchy. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. And they also had like these bridges that we didn't have in Bloxburg, so I decided to just make my own real quick. Look at that kitchen in all its glory. It is very bright. Blue and pink. It's weird. In these houses, either the room matches a lot or it does not match at all, as you saw before in the living room. So this kitchen I didn't mind making. I thought it kind of turned out a little cute. It was definitely different, but I feel like the fridge definitely like holds it all together. It really did look like the picture. So I think I did a pretty good job on this one. Yeah. And this room, like out of all the rooms, this one matched the picture the best. Overall, it matched so well. It like identical. The bedroom, I thought turned out pretty good. It was kind of cramped. I didn't have much space because the house was kind of small. So I just kind of had to work with what I got. But I thought the room turned out pretty decent, pretty cute. I tried to take some like inspiration from the photo, but it kind of just looked like the rooms that we have now. So I just kind of went with that. And I made like a cute little dresser area with some makeup, and I made like this little shelf area. I thought it turned out pretty cute.
Comment down below what your favorite part of this video was. Maybe I can do a part 2, maybe like a 70s build. Like and subscribe. See you next week.